Welcome back here to Eastern Washington as our signing day show continues here on SWX. Well, you heard from all of his assistants, and now it's time to hear from head coach Aaron Best. Coach, first off, just congratulations on another class.
Well, thank you. It took a lot of work, like Coach Bruce said, and I'll tell you what, 9 months, and then all of a sudden 9 seconds later you're at it again, and it doesn't stop. It didn't stop 10 years ago, and it really doesn't stop now. So that's the life and times of a college athletics coach.
All right, 40 new players into the program at this point in time, with the 23 you signed in December and the 17 that are signing today. So that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, a few less than you are age-wise, Larry. You know,
a lot less than I am age-wise.
Okay.
I'll correct you on that. About half again there. Anyway, go
no,
ahead.
we're excited. A bulk of our guys are going to be high school guys, and we really believe in the development of high school guys over the 4 or 5 years that they're here, and if they do intend to stay here 4 or 5 years. I just, trying to replace with non-high school guys at some point, the cupboard's going to be bare, and you're going to turn that thing over all the time. And over the last couple of years, a lot of coaches have alluded to that almost your program are programs that are not 4, 5, 6 year programs. They're almost 8, 9, 10 month programs. They're turned over this day and age, and it's rules we live by. We got to adapt and adapt as well as we can, and do as well as we can, and strike fine lightning in a bottle at times. But we're going to still stay high school as a base, and then replace the older guys with some older guys that we feel are going to help us on and off the field.
When you talk to your assistants and they're getting ready to go out and look at some guys, are you telling them certain play styles you like, certain kind of body types? Like, what are some of the things that you immediately are looking for the first time you click on somebody's tape?
Well, I think that's the first thing that we go to is do they make us better on the field? That's the first attraction. Then what do we have in the room? Like, what do we have in the room? Do we need size? Do we need speed? Do we need length? Do we need position versatility? Those are all factors. And I try to empower the coaches. Like, I tell nobody who to recruit. I have opinions on the recruits, but I want them to go recruit their guys that they're going to pour into. And I felt that way as a position coach with Coach Wolf and Coach Baldwin, that I always respected that about those two. You go out and recruit, tell me who you want to watch, who you're going to recruit, and then bring them in, and then we'll trust you with the process. So, certainly there's opinions, but who's in your room, and then off the attraction on the film, then do they make us better off the field? Because that's a huge part, and so we got to get away from the screen and get into kind of the weeds a little bit and find out about them, what they're all about, and what they do outside of the football arena.
All right, so you've got all these names coming in here for next year. But I'm guessing there's still room for a couple or three more guys, especially offensive linemen here, to add to the depth and get more competition going in, whether it's in spring or in the fall.
Yeah, defensively, I think we feel pretty good, sound numbers-wise. There's a cap to everything, whether it's a scholarship cap or a numbers cap as far as who we're going to put in the locker room and the lockers we have. We'll have a couple offensive linemen at some point. With the quarter system we talked a couple days ago, Larry, it's a little bit harder, over the winter break to try to get someone into school mid-year when you have about a 2.5-week window to talk, to recruit, to get transcripts evaluated by the school and get them in and on campus in school. So we'll bring a couple guys in probably post-spring, may find a guy in spring, but a couple of linemen for sure, and then potentially a receiver. But we're not a need mode. We're more of a want mode, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But up front, we need a couple more guys to create some more competition.
As of now, do you like the mix of high school players and guys you've brought in with previous collegiate experience?
If I said no, would you
be shocked? I would, yeah.
Everybody says yes. Yeah, the mix is great. Again, what we have determines who we're going to go after. I think we've got a good blend of young and old in some of those rooms. The biggest room where we lost a lot of guys in was up front. We haven't replaced that room with a ton of experience yet. We've only brought a couple guys in that are non-high school guys, and we'll bring a couple more in. So, but you're only as good as the people around you. And so if we can, put some guys around in different positions that ultimately can make, much like an offensive lineman, better with a better running back. We can be better because someone around us is better as well. So we got some work to do still, but we're excited about the class. But we won't get as excited as until things unfold when they get here, those high school guys in the fall, and actually get them on a college campus, in a college weight room, in a college class, because life's different in college.
Absolutely.
Just have a couple of seconds for you. Spring football starts March 10th, correct?
March 10th. 5 before spring break, and then 10 after. So we'll commence with the red white game. I think it's at 6 o'clock on April 18th. So we'll be under the lights on the red. We've done that the last couple of years, and that's been a pretty good turnout fan wise. And then again, it rolls into the recruiting phase. Now we can get our coaches on the road a week or two earlier than we have in the past. So excited about that. And yeah, we're about a month away. We close signing day. Then we head to spring ball here in about 30 days.
Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Congratulations on the class. Thanks to Coach Best, all his assistants, and AD Tim Collins. And thanks you for tuning in. This has been the Eastern Washington Signing Day special here on SWX.